Welcome to the Natural Way of Being video blog. This video is titled, Spring is a Time to Explore Possibilities. So it's springtime. Can you feel the energy of spring? The weather's getting nicer, nature's coming alive, kind of all of life is kind of awakening and coming alive and being born. And this energy is like on the planet right now. And I think it's going to be almost twofold this year because we're starting to come back out after COVID. So the people are coming out, and I think people are pretty happy to be outside of their house and out interacting in the world again. So there's almost like this buzz of energy going on right now. One of the cool things about the medicine wheel, at least the way that it is in my tradition, is it really kind of explores and investigates kind of the various energies that are going on in the different times of the year, and the seasons kind of correlate to the medicine wheel. And right now it's this, it's springtime, which is the place in the east in the medicine wheel in my tradition. And you can really just get a sense of the natural energy on the planet, which is this being born in this newness and this coming alive. And one of the energies that I think is often not talked about enough when it comes to springtime in the east in the medicine wheel is this ability to see possibilities. My teacher used to call it taking like free flight. I guess it's correlated to the eagle. The eagle can fly above and it can see possibility. It flies higher than the other birds, and so it can see things as they are, and it sees this eagle-eye view of possibilities. And this is the perfect time of year. In addition to kind of seeing possibilities, it's a natural time to explore those possibilities. So it's a time to be kind of having visions and getting ideas, these kind of wild ass ideas about, wow, I could do this. I never thought about that before. It's perfect. That's probably the energy of spring that's kind of awakening in you, and you're having these new ideas, these kind of, wow, I could do this, or I wonder what it would be like to do this. And the cool thing too is in the springtime, it's about the energy of new beginnings. Often things haven't really taken form yet. In other words, they don't really have substance. They're almost in the conceptual or idea phase. And so they're just like these cool ideas. And it's a natural time to explore these ideas. So when you get this cool idea, and it could be a little radical, it could be out of your comfort zone a little bit, all the better, because that's where a lot of the good stuff, happens, it's a time you can just start looking into these things. Because there's no form, you really don't have to commit to them yet. So it's not like, you have to sign on the dotted line here. You can explore. You kind of have some license to kind of explore, kind of take things for a test drive, if you will. And so when you have a new idea, ask a friend about it that's into that thing, or go try it out, or get online and research it, and check it out, and just kind of, think to yourself, wow, I wonder what that thing would be in my life. I wonder how it would be to have some of that in my life, and just kind of dream about it. Imagine it in your life. What would it be like? Almost like fantasize in a way, like imagine it's like, what would my life be like if I had that in my life? So once again, don't worry about following up on it right now. We're just exploring. So how does it feel? Does it feel exciting? Does it feel like, are you fired up about it? Do you want to learn more about it? Then kind of go with that and see where it takes you and kind of try it. But let it be kind of natural, just like, wow, I'd like to do that, so go do that. Give yourself permission to kind of explore it. And on the contrary, you might try things that, try a new thing, and it might not feel very exciting. It might feel not like this is boring, or this is not something I want to do. This is clearly not something that I'm into. And it might be a little awkward. but now you had this thought and it's like you tried it out and it didn't work so well. So kind of brush yourself off and move on. And after you explore things for a while, maybe all different kinds of things, things begin to kind of come together or coalesce. It's like, maybe you have a theme of different things, or some things didn't work as well, and things like some of the things that you are drawn to start feeling right, and you start to get a little more like you can see it more clearly being in your life, and it's a natural process. This just kind of happens over time. We don't have to force it or push it to happen. We just kind of are exploring it, almost playing with it, and then it just starts feeling like, yeah, I'd naturally want more of this. I think I'd like to actually, look at this even deeper and start creating some of this in my life. And that's the time that you can offer an intention. An intention's really just saying, I think I'd kind of like to have that in my life. I'd like to have some of that in my life. It's really just saying that, to life itself, inviting life to unfold it with you. And you can come about this in a very natural way. You don't have to force it. It just kind of, after a while, things naturally start to kind of come together and fall into place. So above all, remember to enjoy it. It's springtime. It's the most exciting and passionate time of the year. We've been locked up in our houses for a year now. It's time to come out and play. It's time to get out and kind of explore some things and see what's there. So anyway, that is my blog, my video blog for this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. I wish you happy springtime. I hope that you see and are able to explore some new possibilities for yourself this week. And I'll see you in a week.